I'll go ahead. I'll say Michael Thomas. Let's trade for him. Last season, in dynasty leagues, he was wide receiver number 1. Of course, injuries, questionable quarterback play. Even Drew Brees. Drew Brees wasn't really Drew Brees last season. And I know a lot of people go, well, Taysom Hill's at quarterback. I'm not too worried about that. He still had 3 wide receiver 2 performances. I know we want more from Michael Thomas, but even in a season when they weren't expected to go with Taysom Hill for as a starting quarterback for several games, he was still okay. And now he's going to be healthy. They're going to prepare either for Taysom or Jameis. It's the lowest you're going to get Michael Thomas.
I agree. In total trade, I feel like this is the definition of a buy low candidate here. He had no touchdowns last year. At what point in Michael Thomas's career in the past couple of years, or even in the next couple of years, are you going to be able to buy him for this low? I think he's a perfect buy low candidate this year. Again, I know the quarterback thing is a concern, Aaron. You touched on it. I'm not as concerned as very many people are. I'm with you again. The Saints are a good offense. They have a good coach. They'll find a way to make it work. It's not Drew Brees. That's okay. I still think they're going to make it work, and I still think he's a very, very good buy low candidate, especially in Dynasty.
Totally didn't understand the question because I thought it was you can only trade him away or fade him, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Now it makes more sense. Yes, I don't want to be the third person to kind of jump on, but yeah, I agree. I think you're not going to get number 1 wide receiver production out of him, but you should still get a very solid wide receiver 1 out of him, if only because he is the wide receiver 1 on the Saints. And I don't think that offense is going to completely destroy his fantasy value if he is healthy. And I don't think there's any reason to think that he's not going to be healthy. He struggled last year, but it's an injury he should be able to recover from. It's an injury that he was able to come back from in the year and still, he didn't have any touchdown production, but he still was able to be on the field and do a significant amount of what he did in the past. The question is around quarterback play, and I don't have a reason to say he's quarterback proof yet, but I think he has the level of talent to be quarterback proof. And I think this year is going to show it because you're going to have Jameis or Taysom Hill or who knows, maybe somebody else back there slinging the rock. And I think he's going to be okay regardless.
Yeah, he caught 73% of his passes last year through all that turmoil. Those are still pretty good numbers. I mean, this is, like you said, he's not quarterback proof, but he's a pretty darn good receiver. And I think you can pretty much rely on him going forward in that kind of an offense.
Yep.
I would feel much more comfortable trading for Michael Thomas if I knew that Jameis was going to be the starting quarterback. The fact that they haven't said one way or the other, and the fact that people in New Orleans are saying, well, maybe now Tre'Quan Smith is going to be a thing. It's well, shit. I know Taysom Hill and or Jameis Winston are not going to unlock Tre'Quan Smith. I know that, but the fact that they're even talking about Tre'Quan Smith and you're mixing in 2 really just not good. At least Jameis likes to throw the ball downfield. I can at least get behind that if you're going to sell me buying Michael Thomas or trading for Michael Thomas. But for now, I'm fading Michael Thomas. And I fully understand that if it comes out that Jameis is going to be the starter, his value probably goes up and it's going to be harder to acquire him. But I'm fading Michael Thomas until there's at least some sort of certainty around the quarterback position.